Gustavo Uribe here. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing this video for one of the comments on my video. So shout outs to you and thank you because now I'm making this video and it might help other people. So anyways, this is gonna be vocals 101 and breathing techniques. Or hold on, I have my notes here. Yeah, vocals and breathing techniques 101. Okay, so. This is pretty much it. I'm gonna show you my body to demonstrate some things. Okay, guys. So right here, you have a diaphragm right here, right? And when you take a dump and you push it out, that's what the diaphragm is. So it's like this kind of like this plate, if you will. And you need to really understand these anatomical concepts. So that's your diaphragm, and that's how you get your air support. So diaphragm, and what we call in Singerville, and your breathing support, right? So you wanna, when you get your air, you wanna go in through your nose, like fill this up, right? So you fill it up, and you want to fill up here too. That's how you get it like full air support, right? So you could either use your nose and breathe in like real quick just to get like a bunch of air, or some singers, like when you're recording, you could breathe through your mouth. So it's very silent. It's like that, right? Or you can make it inaudible and you're getting air, okay? So that's really important because if some singers or some recording artists or whatever, like you hear the breathing noises and sometimes it's just like so out of control, it just sounds like they're out of breath. And the reason is because they're out of breath and they don't know how to breathe properly. It really takes a discipline to get a good amount of breath. So like I said, either use your nose or use your mouth, but focus on filling up this right here, right? Your belly and the sides right here. Okay, so that's really important. So you don't want to when you're taking air and go like like that, and then like fill up your top chest right here. That's a no. You got to fill up right here from the bottom, because when you do low notes, you're gonna fill this up, but it's gonna be relaxed. Okay, the higher the note, the more tension or the more pressure you put on from your diaphragm to get those high notes. So what happens is you're kind of like building air pressure to like get those notes out, right? You got to think of your body as an instrument. So, and I know it may look goofy, like just your guts hanging out, but that's fine. That's singing. So this is actually like if you had a 6-pack or something, like, and if you were singing, you would still have your gut hanging out, like just because it's relaxed. I just did a warm up and stuff like that. So you want it to just like be very relaxed. Again, the higher the note, the more pressure, right? So now let's talk about so you got your chest voice, and what that means is that when you're doing your low to medium tones, it's the air is kind of focused here. Then you got your mixed, so it's right here. It's like your break, which is like when you fully transition from your chest to your head voice, and then the mix is like that range. So let me give you an example. So like right now I'm talking with my chest voice. Oh, now I'm gonna use my mixed voice. Let's see. Oh, now I'm talking with my mixed voice. See the difference in the timbre? It's a little bit, less dark, a little bit more neutral. I'll use my head voice. Now I'm talking with my head voice, and it's very airy, it's very light, and I don't think I'm changing notes, but you could just hear the timbre is much different, or something like that. I don't know if you guys could hear that well, but just think of it like a valley girl, like, oh yeah, oh my god, like blah 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 blah. That's your head voice, or like. So anyway, so yeah, so that's your chest voice, your mix, and your head voice, or your what your debeto, mixto, and I believe it's called that. I don't remember exactly, and your falsetto. Um, so when you're doing like really um, like powerful, like Christina Aguilera type stuff, like she's usually singing in chest voice, like very powerful type of timbre. Then your mixed is, well, it's kind of, I can't really define it because it really depends on the. It's kind of an art to use the mixed voice, in my opinion. Or then you'll get, like the falsetto or head voice. Those are usually like R&B singers, like, or rock. No, not, yeah, well, yeah, usually R&B singers, or like when you hear like like Curtis Mayfield, Superfly, like Superfly. Oh na 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 na, oh, na, na, na. Like, oh, ba, ba. Or sometimes like I think what's his name? Oh crap. Pharrell uses his falsetto. Let me. So yeah, think of like for head voice for males, like Pharrell's Happy Dance, like like that. Anytime you like hear it, kind of like sounds kind of girlish. It's because they're using their head voice. All right. Um, Another point I want to make is you have vocal folds. They're not vocal cords. They're called vocal folds, whatever. And they're like this, and they flap like that. So when air vibrates, it goes like, and that's how it actually makes the sound. So when you're recording or performing, you want to make sure that you have your proper air support, and when you're doing your thing, you're supported, right? Okay? Don't strain your vocal folds, because what's going to happen is, you can damage them, and you're going to get like nodes or whatever, like little balls, and then you'll have to get surgery, and it sucks, and you'll never be the same again. A lot of singers, professional singers, damage their vocal folds because they're not properly using air support. A lot of singers that they get those are usually like heavy chest voice, like women, heavy chest voice. I've heard about that a lot. They're always, oh, I had to get surgery, blah blah blah. Well, it's because you weren't properly breathing and it caught up to you. That's what happened. Um, proper air support. You could have, there's opera singers that could sing till they're 80 or 90 or whatever, because they have good technique, solid technique. And whatever vocal style you have, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you have proper air support, and then whatever is icing on the cake, so to speak. So now I'll talk about my next point is placement. So you have your air support, and depending on the notes is like where you're gonna, how much pressure or whatever. But when you're singing or you're performing, you're gonna notice that you have like this. Some people call it a mask, but it's pretty much like where is it vibrating the most, or where are you concentrating the vibration of the air? So if you think about it, sometimes you can, like when people like nasally, right? When people sound nasally, it's because they're resonating right here in their nose, and that's why it sounds nasally. So let me, yeah, 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 meow, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like kind of in the nasal area right here. So the advantages of that is that it can cut through, but it sounds nasally. So there you go. There's also a placement where you kind of go from the top of the head, so it's like a rainbow. And I learned that it's like kind of like, how do I explain this? Oh, now I'm talking like this, and I don't know if you guys can hear me on camera, but it's like a very airy, fluffy timbre, because I'm trying to place it like a rainbow from the top of my head, like that. And when you do it and it sounds like that, it sounds very natural, very beautiful, like this. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it. And you can also, heavy power, chest, like kind of in here. Let me see if I can do it like that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm talking like that. I'm concentrating right here. Very heavy kind of tone placement. And, oh, it sounds like this. Oh. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can definitely feel it when you do it. What else we got? Then we got like an airy kind of like in the throat tone, like talking like this, whisper, and it's actually the air is just kind of staying here. It's not really going forward. It's kind of like smooth talking. You know what I'm saying? Like blah 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 blah. But I'm still supported right here as I do it. You can still feel the kind of abs kind of working. And blah 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 and blah blah. So I'm like smooth, pimp, yeah. So that's right here. That's like right here. Okay. So that's pretty much it. You can always ask me more questions if you want me to get into more detail. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay. Thanks for watching.